However, it can also just be that your feet can't pronate, therefore the tibia, shin bone, can't internally rotate when you bend. When we bend the knee, the shin bone, not that you feel it, but it's meant to do it, it's called a coupling, rotates inwards, and the foot then, if I make it more obvious, pronates inwards this way. So that works as a team. At the same time, the hip needs to be able to internally rotate. So internally rotate, internally rotate. Pronation is a form of internal rotation as well. So if you find you really don't have much movement here, it can be sometimes, and a lot of the time, not just because you think you have tight calves or tight Achilles tendon, it's that the body can't access pronation of the foot and affects everything upstream. So it'll be like you go to squat and it's just like, and people looking at you going, go lower, and you go, I can't. Because the body can't access any more internal rotation in the lower body. So we do this exercise and you find, normally you're stuck here and it's like, you're going down heaps more and it feels easy to do because the body can suddenly access the pronation. This is also very useful for people who can only squat when they have their feet turned out. Because what that does, it gives a kind of pseudo pronation to the feet. The tibia doesn't have to internally rotate as much, whether on one side or both, and it's way easier to do. It can be to do with femur length as well. And also when you do your squatting, that you go down and there's a push to one side. So there's a couple of reasons for that. The main one is that if you're being pushed over this side here, it means that the right glute, it can't open up. It can't create clearance in the joint itself. So you need to open up the back of the capsule. Often it is though, the body rotates this way, can't access the back of the left glute. Can be also the body going into the stronger side, but it's usually because it can't access the back of the joint. So this is all reasons why this exercise will be very useful for you to do. So first of all, let's do an assessment for how good your squat is. So how we set this up, we want the front wedge to go under the first metatarsal head, which is the knuckle of the big toe. It can also go under the second toe too, but really the first met head is enough. It'll get the result. The wedge at the back goes on the side, the outer side. The back wedge goes on the outside of the foot. The idea is it's making the heel dive inwards. And this one underneath here is making the front foot do this, back foot does this. So there's a movement in the midfoot, this section here, forefoot, hind foot, midfoot. We want that part to twist, and that's where the pronation will be.